What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. We are going to be continuing the journey basically from the Thin Blue Line. This is going to be episode 2. Snacks is not included, but hopefully we'll have some good laughs. We enjoyed the first episode, so we're going to continue that momentum. Yeah, see you in a sec. Snacks not included. This is episode 2. Let's get it.
Great, guys.
Wonderful. God, that man can handle a hose.
Yeah, well, they're just doing their job, and I really think we should be doing ours. Look what I found dropped outside the house.
What?
What? It's a dead match, Maggie. A dead match. Now, what does that tell you?
It tells me somebody dropped a match.
So we have a dead match, and we have a fire. Do you see the connection? All right, I'll give you a clue. 2 syllables, the first one is arse. What do you think the second one is?
Brain?
Yes, exactly. What we have here is a case of arse brain.
People drop matches all the time, Kevin.
Evening, officers. Nasty little fire. Old lady dropped a chip pan full of burning fat. God knows we try to tell him. Don't drop chip pans full of burning fat, we say.
It must be heartbreaking for guys like you who have to pick up the pieces.
Well, you tell yourself it's a job. Walk away, Gary, walk away. But saving lives is a heart and soul thing, and you can't just walk away from that. Listen, I've been eating burning flames and acrid smoke all day. You fancy a brew?
No. Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Whoa.
Yes,
Yo, that dude was on Game of Thrones, man. Recognize that voice, recognize that face anywhere. That guy got Jon Snow killed, that prick, for the first time.
See?
Your briefing for this evening's neighborhood watch meeting, sir.
You say you were involved in the recent armed robberies? The brains of the outfit, you say? I see, and your name? Al Capone.
Wow.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Capone. Should you have any further information, could you ring Dr. V.J. Nareem at Gasforth Psychiatric Hospital? Thank you, goodbye.
Al Capone,
God
right?
save us from these lunatics.
What lunatics are those then, Raymond? Your officers?
I'm being pestered by a hoaxer. 1 minute he claims to have killed Kennedy, the next he's having morning coffee with Lord Lucan.
Oh, well, pity the poor plod, eh? Funny, isn't it? Here we are, both coppers, except you deal with pretend criminals and I deal with real ones. As it happens, I'm about to crack the biggest case of my career.
Oh, really, Derek? Perhaps you'd like to illuminate me.
No can tell, Raymond, top security.
Oh, well, suit yourself.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you a clue. But this is hush-hush, winky-winky and all that. 2 syllables. Terror and ism.
Okay.
Sir, it's the bomber. He's on the line and he wants to talk to you.
Security crate, need to know basis. Use the code.
Sorry, sir. Mr. Bang Bang is on the line.
Cover your trail.
I've routed the call through to Special Branch, sir.
Keep him on the line. We've got to trace the call.
Hello. Quick, pen.
Bang, bang.
Right, I think he's giving me a code. He's asking if I want garlic sauce.
Sorry, sir. I think I've given you the wrong phone. I was just ordering a kebab.
Hello.
Well, then the ambulance guy said the old lady was a goner. But I soon brought her around with a bit of intensive mouth-to-mouth.
Lucky old lady. Oh, God, I'm sounding really stupid.
Yes, you are.
So how about you then, Kevin? You ever saved anybody's life?
Yes, I have, actually. Lots of people.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, how's that then?
Well, there was this
village and their water supply was poisoned, and I got lots of fresh stuff to them and saved hundreds and hundreds of people, actually.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Incredible. How did you manage that?
Well, I don't really want to talk about it.
Oh, come on, Kevin. How did you do it?
I sat in a bath full of baked beans and made £50 for comic relief.
God damn it.
Sergeant Dawkins? Darling? I fear I shall miss supper again tonight. I have a neighbourhood watch meeting.
Yes, I know. I'm going to make a stew. I'll leave some in the slow cooker.
Ah, yes, absolutely. Lovely, delicious. What a splendid thought.
Yuck. Just kidding.
Or else I could just stop off at a takeaway, you know, to save you that trouble.
No trouble. I've already diced the turnips.
Good. Good. So that's settled then. Warmed up stew. What a treat. Much better than bringing home some dull old chicken tikka masala with Rogan Josh and fluffy naan bread and pilor rice, lots of crispy poppadoms, pickle, chutney, cool cucumber writer.
Damn.
Thank goodness I won't be trying to force that down my throat tonight. No, I'm having lovely stew. Yum. Unless, of course, it's just too much trouble.
I've said it's no trouble. By all means, get yourself a curry if that's what you want. I've no desire to spend my evening scrubbing your root vegetables.
Ew.
You don't appreciate my cooking.
Appreciate it? I adore your cooking. Why, that lamb casserole you left in the pot for me last night was absolutely fascinating.
It was chicken chasseur.
You see, your cuisine is so intriguing.
Raymond, I'm busy.
Yes, well, we've both had a busy day. Let me tell you, Sergeant darling, I'm looking forward to getting into bed tonight.
Whoa.
Really, Raymond?
Dear me, yes. A chapter of John Buchan and a chocolate hobnob look pretty good from where I'm standing.
So he says, God save us from these lunatics. And I says, what lunatics are those then, Raymond? Your officers?
Superb, sir. Don't tell me anymore. Someone's got to use this seat next shift.
Nice one. Good lines.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for coming. Before we begin, I'd just like to set your minds at rest about one or two popular misconceptions about the neighborhood watch scheme. Rest assured, this is not a busybody's charter. The police are not encouraging people to spy on their neighbors, to view all strangers with suspicion, or to complain loudly about anything or anyone they don't like.
In that case, I'm off.
How effing true is that shit? What a shit. Oh my god. Whoa.
Wow, Maggie. You look great, really great. What a babe.
Thanks.
Do you fancy a quick one?
Whoa.
No, I mean a drink. Drink.
Well, thank you, Mr. Biggs. It was good of you to call all the way from Brazil.
Nice boobs. Shoes! God, I didn't say that, did I? Did I say boobs, did I? Well, you haven't got nice boobs. Well, I mean, you have got nice... Oh, God, sorry.
Yes, I'll certainly remember you to Chief Superintendent Slipper.
More phantom criminals, Raymond. How's the real police work going, Constable Craig?
Not bad, sir. It paid to ring around.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've got a woman here says if we buy family size instead of standard, we get a free drink with every pizza.
This guy,
I'm
man.
talking about the investigation into urban terrorism.
Gasford Police Station.
I'll have you know, Grim, that we in the Uniform Division are also at the cutting edge of modern policing.
Oh dear. Well, have you tried putting a saucer of milk at the bottom of the tree?
Oh, shit.
Well, how about shaking the branch?
I'm off now, sir. Good night.
Ah, you look very splendid this evening, Constable Habib. Meeting someone special?
Perhaps, sir. I've met this fireman.
Are you ill, Constable Goody?
Oh, no, sorry, it's a touch of wind, I think.
Well, I'm not surprised. You seem to exist entirely on fizzy drinks and crisps. I shudder to think of the state of your bowels. Now get on with your work. So, a fireman, eh, Constable? Well, I applaud your choice. A splendid body of public servants. I never cease to be thrilled when I attend the scene of a fire, and amid all that fear and passion, some giant of a man emerges from the heat carrying a helpless damsel in his arms, laying her down, planting his mouth upon hers, and applying himself with rhythmic vigor until she moans and gasps, and then we know that all is well.
This shit sounded like a porno scene or some shit.
Of course, nothing like that's going to happen on a pleasant evening out.
Well, we live in hope, don't we, sir?
Goody, if I'd wanted a dead halibut for a colleague, I would have become a fishmonger.
Oh, my God.
Someone to see you, Maggie.
Oh! Hello, Gary. Pat, this is Gary. His name's Gary.
Hi, babe.
Oh.
Hope I wasn't late. I had to rescue 6 tiny children from a burning bedroom this afternoon.
Jesus.
Gary, amazing.
Normally not a problem, but the stairwell was a furnace, and I had to lower the kids down the outside wall using my braces.
Gosh, Gary. Amazing.
You know, the real funny thing was that afterwards, while the terrified mother was thanking me brokenly, my trousers fell down.
Gosh, Gary. Amazing.
Nice.
Where's Kev?
Well, I didn't mention it to him that we were going out. You know, two's company, and he's a Burke.
Hi, Kev. Fancy a pint? Or 10?
He doesn't want a drink. Come on, Gary. We should be going.
Doesn't want a drink? Of course he wants a drink. He's a copper, isn't he? Oh, unless, of course, he's one of them whoopsies.
Oh,
One
shit.
of those fruit-flavoured water in a tub of cottage cheese merchants.
Jesus.
Actually, I'm very, very busy. Got a lot of important work to do here. I'm at the very cutting edge of modern policing, mate, and believe me, it's tough out on those mean streets, all right?
Constable Goody, your duty report on this morning's tuck shop disturbances at All Saints Infants is a disgrace. There's an H in Walnut Whip, and crunchy is spelled with an I-E, not a Y.
Sir, we've located Mr. Bang Bang. We've traced his call.
Yeah, well, I hope you got telecom to chase the right line. I don't want to get special branch down to raid your kebab shop.
Oh, my God.
Special branch here, Derek. Sounds exciting. Perhaps I can help.
I don't think so, Raymond. Different disciplines, you see. Me, detective. You, plod.
Quite frankly, covert operations are tricky enough without uniforms sticking their size 12 boots in and fannying about.
Sorry, mate, but you do understand, don't you?
Yes. Well, I didn't really have time anyway. Lots to do, lots to do.
Sir, I've got those doggy-do details you asked. Pavement fouling is really getting out of hand, sir. And personally, I think it's time we stamped on it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, thanks, Gary. It's been lovely. I think maybe I drank a bit too much. Now, are you trying to get me tiddly?
You don't have to try too hard with a girl who drinks tequila straight from the bottle.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
Right, I'll be off.
Oh, are you not coming in for coffee? I've got a packet of condoms. I mean, biscuits.
I'll pop around the station tomorrow, all right?
Yeah,
Bye.
see ya.
He definitely could have scored.
That rat-faced
Wow.
waved goodbye, went bum up over the privet, and flashed me frillies at the dirty curtain twitcher at number 29. Sounds like a big night.
Is there anything you woke up regretting?
Yeah, that I didn't shag him.
Shit.
Do you always do it on a first date?
Well, of course not, obviously. But he's so gorgeous, Pat, and really handsome. Oh, he looks great in his helmet.
I'm surprised they can find one big enough to fit him.
Oh, you've got him all wrong, Pat. He's lovely. I mean, all right, he's a bit full of himself, but he's a decent bloke. I mean, last night, I was offering it on a plate, but I was drunk, and he didn't take advantage. I mean, how many blokes at the end of an evening would leave you alone like that? Not even try for a kiss?
Morning, everyone.
That man.
Everything's coming together, sir. Got a surveillance team in place and Special Branch have taken their position.
Christ, I haven't been so excited since they introduced the American-style siren.
Morning, sir.
Another day dawns in our ceaseless battle with the forces of anarchy and chaos. There's a helmet on my hook. Somebody's put a helmet on my special hook.
Sorry, sir. I wasn't thinking.
You're a police officer, Goody. You should be thinking all the time. Supposing the forces of anarchy and chaos had turned up while you weren't thinking. They'd have thought it was Christmas, wouldn't they?
Yes, I suppose so, sir.
You suppose, right, sir? A policeman's hat is not just something to be hurled about the place willy-nilly. It's his crowning glory. On personal loan, I might add, from the Queen.
All right. The Queen.
It must be cosseted and cared for, the badge polished and the fabric brushed. I take my hat very seriously. Likewise, my hat hook.
May I have a word with you and your men, please, Raymond?
By all means, Derek, I'm always keen to encourage interdepartmental communication.
Thank you very much. This afternoon, officers from this station, CID officers, led by Detective Inspector Grimm, i.e. me, will deploy ourselves operationally in a suspect arrest scenario vis-a-vis and apropos of a terrorism containment action in conjunction with operatives and personnel from Special Forces.
And for those English speakers amongst us.
Yeah.
Me and Special Branch are going to nick a mad bomber.
Thank you.
Right, that is all. Craig, Crockett, follow me.
Crockett. Quite.
Well, we can only hope that their endeavours are crowned with success. There was a time when I was destined for Special Branch, you know. Oh, yes, that was very much what my instructors at Hendon had in mind for me. The drug war, counter-terrorism, that sort of thing.
Oh, what happened, Inspector?
What happened, Goody? A little thing called ordinary policing, that's what happened. A little thing called the day-to-day business of protecting the public and keeping Her Majesty's peace. Not glamorous, I dare say. Not sexy. But what we do at this station every day is every bit as important as preventing a bomb attack.
We're all part of the thin blue line, isn't that right, Inspector?
That's right, Goody. The only difference being that your bit of the thin blue line is slightly thicker.
Got him.
Well, Craig, this is it. A terrorist containment operation. Craig. Robert. If I don't come back, I want you to go to my wife and see that she wants for nothing.
What do you mean, give her one?
I don't mean give her one. Just tell her I love her.
You sure, sir? Ain't the most delicate of these, isn't I?
We're partners, Robert. Like Starsky and Hutch or Peters and Lee. Is there any last thing you want? I mean, if you...
Well, I've got a couple of videos out, sir. You mean you could take them back for me?
When he was talking to the guy, I thought he meant shag his wife. That's what I thought he meant too, man. But oh well.
Wonder how they're getting on with Special Branch. Wish I was there.
Never mind about Special Branch, laddie. We've got a lot of extremely important work to do here.
Interesting case here, sir. Woman in Gallipoli close reckons a bloke opposite has trimmed his hedge into the shape of a bottom. He says it's a peach.
Jesus.
Yes, thank you, Gladstone. Sir, we can listen to Inspector Grimm's terrorist raid on the radio, sir. It's brilliant.
Turn that off, boy. It's none of our business. We have plenty of work to do here, and what's more, work that is every bit as important as any performed by Special Branch. Today's criminal, no matter how lowly, is sophisticated, high-tech, and computer literate. A cunning and complex foe.
I have the right to a lawyer and a bucket.
Great heavens, quick, Goody, get the man something to be sickened to before he does it on my desk.
Oh! His hat.
Come on. Sorry, sir, I'll try and clean
Leave
it.
it. At lunchtime, you'll take that to be dry cleaned at your own expense. You come with me. Sergeant Dawkins, why was this inebriate allowed past the front desk?
Because he's a sad, useless excuse for a man. I thought you might get on.
Oh!
Look, we've been through this. I had a neighborhood watch meeting last night. I was extremely tired.
You're extremely tired every night.
Well, look, I'm sorry, but I am what I am. I'm not a sex machine. And I cannot be expected to make love willy-nilly every fortnight.
The operation was a complete success. Vis-a-vis and apropos of our objectives. They're bringing the prisoner in now. What's more, he's in the charge of a commander of Special Branch.
The commander of Special Branch? In our station?
Oh, yes. And he's asking to speak to the uniformed officer commanding.
Well, we must find him immediately. That's me. I'm about to greet an extremely senior colleague. How do I look? Smart?
Very smart, sir.
Good. Don't want these Scotland Yard wallers looking down on us. I must look my absolute best. Oh my God, my hat's full of sick.
Jam it down, sir, jam it down. If you don't take it off, you'll be fine.
Yuck!
Good afternoon, Commander. I'm awfully sorry to keep you.
Inspector Fowler, I presume.
We've seen him too before.
Special Branch. What's the matter, man? Don't you remove your hat when addressing a senior officer?
No, sir. I am a Sikh. I am forbidden to bare my head.
He
I
says.
see. Well, no disrespect intended. Now, look here, your colleague, Inspector Grimm here, has pulled off a superb piece of work. He has located a man he strongly suspects of being a terrorist, and what we require from you, Fowler, is the use of your facilities.
I see. Well, that'll be a pleasure, sir. It's second on the left. You're very welcome to use the liquid soap marked Fowler's Keep Off.
Not those facilities, you bonehead, the cells.
Of course, I understand. Let me show you.
Your prisoner, Detective Inspector Grimm.
Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Oh, yes, Fowler. There is one thing you can do.
Sir?
Get your uniform dry cleaned. It smells like a drunk's thrown up in your hat.
On the money.
So, fancy a drink after work then?
Sorry, Kevin. I'm going out with Gary.
He doesn't like you for yourself, you know. He's only interested in one thing.
Well, you're wrong there. He's a nice bloke. He's even nice about you, as it happens. Says we should take you out with us. I said, forget it. I'm not having you hanging about like the last turkey in the shop.
Please
Jesus.
don't bother to knock.
Sometimes formalities have to take second place to the urgent business of counter-terrorism, Fowler.
Sergeant Campbell's so lucky you didn't come in through the window. Grim, you don't smoke.
Oh, yes, I do. Sometimes I smoke, sometimes certainly. Right. MI6 will be arriving shortly to interrogate the prisoner. I'm leaving you in charge till I get back. I'm going into town to buy a leather jacket.
Excuse me. The lady from the Latimer Estate Neighborhood Watch scheme to see you.
Dear Raymond, I don't know how you stand the pace. You should slow down. You'll do yourself a mischief.
You asked us to report anything unusual going on, and I think gangs of coppers with guns running all over Mr. Dibley's petunias is unusual.
And of course, you're absolutely right, Mrs. Rabbit. However, I can assure you that Special Branch had very good reasons indeed for making the arrest.
I know all about what Mr. Dibley's been up to.
You do?
Oh, yes. He told me. He's always going on about the crimes he's done, always boasting about them. Of course, we all thought it was lies. I was amazed when all those coppers turned up.
You poor bloody fool. You don't know what you caught here, do you? Name a crime.
Well, you've been arrested on suspicion of planning terrorism.
That was just kid stuff. Name another.
The Great Train Robbery?
Ooh. You're smarter than what I thought, copper. Yep, that was one of mine. Go on, give us another one.
The assassination of President Kennedy?
Me again?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Dibley. That'll be all.
No, I've got a lot more to talk about yet. Do you know that Second World War? I started that.
Jesus.
All I can say, Fowler, is you have saved me from complete and utter ridicule. If you had not uncovered the fact that our terrorist was one of these insane hoaxers, I could well have ended up looking like a beautifully uniformed turd.
Yes, I can imagine the Director of Public Prosecutions picking one or two holes in the confessions of a man who claims to have decapitated Charles I.
As for you, Grim, you are a disgrace to the service, and I hope I never set eyes on your fatuous features ever again.
Does that mean that perhaps you won't be recommending me to join Special Branch, sir?
That is the first correct deduction you have made since joining the force. Congratulations.
Wow.
I hope you kept the receipt for the jacket.
Frankly, Maggie, after what you told me about last night's performance, I'd be surprised if he turns up at all.
Hi, babe. Sorry I'm late. Tough day. Had to save some nuns from a burning convent.
Gary, you're so amazing.
I told those nuns, don't play with candles, because I won't always be there to put out the fire. You know, Kev, that uniform really suits you.
Yes, well, anyway, so Gary, where are you going to take me?
Well, I thought Kev might know a decent boozer, you know, a real ladsy place. How about it, mate? Can I buy you a pint?
Well,
He's not thirsty.
Maggie, that's the terrorist. That's right. So, nobody move. I'm armed and I'm dangerous. And I'm gonna take a hostage. Who's it gonna be?
Take me.
No, Maggie, you're too beautiful to die. Take me.
No, Kev, you're too beautiful to die. Take me.
Let's go.
what is going on here?
Watch out, Raymond, it's the terrorist. He's armed.
I appreciate your concern, Patricia, but this man is no more a terrorist than I am Joanna Lumley. He's, in fact, a loony.
Seems it.
Now get out. And if I ever catch you lying to the police again, it'll be Wormwood Scrubs for you.
Prison can't hold the Birdman.
Go away.
Looney Tune.
I think you might have told me you were gay. You must have known I liked you.
Exactly, I thought we were friends. But it turns out you're only after one thing.
And you aren't interested physically in girls at all?
Not interested, not capable. Not even if I put it in a splint.
So you fancy Kevin, Kevin fancies me, and I fancy you.
Well, I'll go and get the dominoes, shall I?
Oh, shit. This shit is great, man. I don't know if there's anything at the end, so hang tight. Just in case. Either way, great show, guys. Give me 1 second to go full screen. But first off, real quick, hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. Give me 1 sec. So that wraps up episode 2, and boy, was that good, man. Was definitely getting those weird vibes with the fireman, and you already know that Miss Habib, was feeling this fireman, and you got to feel bad for her partner because the partner is infatuated. He loves this girl. He wants to go out and do something with Mrs. Habib, but she's not giving him any play. Ladies, for the ladies that watch the channel, we can ask the question. Yeah, because you could see that she definitely liked the guy in uniform and stuff like that. And you always hear sometimes people saying, "Oh, you love." A girl will say that she loves a man in uniform. So, for the ladies out there, fill us in there. Is this fully true, or it's? I guess it just depends on the situation for the lady. But yeah, definitely an enjoyable episode. I like the dynamic between Fowler and I believe his name is Grimm, I guess the lead detective dude. He definitely is feeling himself. He's got, tooting his own horn like, oh, I'm so good at, doing my job. So I kind of like that he is basically shits on Fowler and the work that they do. Cause it's funny. What I liked about it was when, Fowler was like, yeah, we basically, long story short, we do work here too. And then you got the other, police officer, like, you hear him like, yeah, just shake the branch. Did you try putting that sauce on the bottom and stuff like that with a little milk? So, you got a cat stuck on the tree. So you could just imagine what silly, calls they get. We had Al Capone on the phone, man. We had two cast members here, new guys that at least were in the episode, the fireman, and I think the other guy that Fowler met where he told him to take off the hat. That guy looks like he was also in Game of Thrones. I know I always say somebody looks like they were in Game of Thrones. It's not just my go-to, it's just that it's one of my favorite shows, but he definitely looks as well as if he's in Game of Thrones. I'm sure they're in a gazillion other things. Feel free to tell me places that they've been in. But yeah, those two dudes were definitely familiar. The other dude definitely got Jon Snow killed in the first thing. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, whoops, spoiler. My bad, dudes. But yeah, that's where we recognize him from. But I think first off, this episode's good. Why we liked it as well is just seeing Mrs. Habib be very forward with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wanted it, she gave it to the dude on the platter, and he turned it down. So, when we saw that, he kept kind of like asking, oh, bring Kevin around and shit like that. Either I was thinking that he was a swinger of some sort, that he wanted some sort of a threesome. That, I guess my mind was a little bit farther out there. It just, I was getting some like Donald and Jacqueline vibes, but we found out the truth at the end. So definitely a good story so far. I think that all the characters are interesting. When Grimm was in the car with the other dude, and he was like, take my wife. I thought he was basically telling her, yeah, you want me to shag your wife, pretty much. So it's crazy when you get into situations like that and you have a partner and you're like, yeah, please take care of my wife. I would have thought the worst possible. Oh, I did think the worst possible scenario in those situations. And you're on the line. You're in a thin blue line. You're doing these amazing things happening. The neighborhood watch thing was funny when everybody booked it. But yeah, so far right now, definitely enjoyable. Kevin, I believe that is his name. Habib's the dude that loves Habib. His character is phenomenal right now on this show. Very funny. His silliness, when he just kind of did that little scream out of nowhere when he heard that she was going on the date with the fireman and all that stuff, man. Like, that character is great. So for only 2 episodes in, I think that the characters are there. Like, they're very good characters. Fowler's wife is great for the fact that she can't cook, and you just see my man's just trying everything in the book to not eat. Like, no, I don't want to trouble you, lady. And she's like, oh, it's not trouble. That was great. And when she filled in, when Mrs. Habib was kind of like fawning over the dude, and she repeated the same line. Like that shit was in sync. They were like synchronized swimmers, just in perfect unison or into it. So I'm just enjoying it. I mean, this is so far a good show. I mentioned before that we've watched cop dramas and stuff like that, but more on the serious side of things. So this for me is new. The only thing that I can think of that we watched like a comedy kind of police thing was Police Academy. I forgot I didn't say it before the first time, but Police Academy, where it had a lot of humor to it. So I think that so far for 2 episodes in, we're into a good show. Plenty of laughs to be had. So I hope that you guys are enjoying it. Favorite character at this moment. Obviously, it would be Fowler and I think Kevin. I think that kid cracks me up a lot. So we got a lot more cool stuff in store. I'd say third would be his wife, Fowler's wife. She's freaking hilarious when she's always upset. And I liked when Fowler was like, I'm not a sex robot. You know what I'm saying? She wants so much of him when, he kind of hints these things that she thinks differently from what he imagines. So he's basically saying, oh yeah, I can't wait to be home tonight. And she's thinking, oh, okay, we're going to get something. And he's like, yeah, I just want to have what he said, a chocolate hobnob or a hobnob and something looks like really relaxing night. And she's just so pissed off. I freaking love it. So, yeah, we're in for a treat. 2 episodes in, laughing. Good characters, familiar characters, with Rowan Atkinson, some Game of Thrones peeps up in the mix. And we're seeing a lot of new characters for the first, within the show for the first time. So seeing what they got, and I'm impressed. So thank you so much for watching. Well, enough with our rant. We're enjoying it. That's the main thing that I want you guys to get out of it. And thank you if you stayed this far. I appreciate you guys to the fullest. Thank you so much. I love you all. Be safe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.